Could caffeine, long revered for waking us up and saving us from dull meetings, also be shielding us from diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer? It's a bold question, but one that's increasingly supported by a surprising body of research. Scientists are now seriously exploring whether caffeine's biochemical fingerprints extend far beyond alertness and into the realm of neuroprotection, inflammation control, and even cancer prevention. While it's not a miracle cure, the evidence is growing. Caffeine may be more of a silent guardian than we ever expected. Let's start with Alzheimer's disease, one of the most devastating age-related disorders. It's marked by the buildup of toxic amyloid beta plaques, neurofibrillary tangles, chronic inflammation, and progressive loss of brain function. Several studies, both epidemiological and experimental, suggest that caffeine may reduce the risk or delay the onset of Alzheimer's. One large study found that regular coffee drinkers had up to a 65% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's compared to non-drinkers. The proposed mechanisms are multifaceted. Caffeine appears to block adenosine receptors in the brain, which not only promotes wakefulness, but also reduces inflammation and may protect neurons from stress-induced damage. Animal models offer more insight. In mice genetically modified to develop Alzheimer's-like symptoms, caffeine administration has been shown to reduce amyloid beta production and deposition. Some studies even suggest that caffeine enhances the clearance of these toxic proteins, potentially through upregulation of protective enzymes or by enhancing autophagy, the brain's version of a cellular cleaning crew. Caffeine also supports the integrity of the blood-brain barrier and promotes the release of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that helps neurons grow, survive, and communicate. All of this adds up to a potent neuroprotective cocktail. Now turn the microscope to cancer. Caffeine and coffee consumption have been linked to lower risks of several cancers, including liver, colorectal, prostate, and even some breast cancers. Again, this protection appears to stem from several overlapping mechanisms. Caffeine is a known modulator of the cell cycle. It can slow down or even arrest cell division in damaged or precancerous cells. It also influences enzymes involved in DNA repair, such as ATM, ATR, and PRP, as well as tumor suppressor pathways like P53, helping prevent the accumulation of mutations that lead to cancer. Caffeine also exhibits anti-mutagenic properties, meaning it may reduce the likelihood that environmental toxins and oxidative stress will damage DNA in the first place. In fact, several studies have shown that caffeine can reduce chromosomal abnormalities and mutations in experimental models. On top of that, caffeine has been found to induce apoptosis, programmed cell death, in abnormal cells, another crucial anti-cancer mechanism. Essentially, it nudges dysfunctional cells to self-destruct before they become dangerous. Add to this its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, and you start to see a pattern. Chronic inflammation is a known contributor to both neurodegeneration and cancer. While caffeine isn't a classic antioxidant like vitamin C or E, it helps reduce systemic inflammation by modulating cytokines and improving mitochondrial function. This means less reactive oxygen species, RLS, are produced, less oxidative damage occurs, and the whole system functions more efficiently over time. Of course, it's important to stress, caffeine is not a magic bullet. Not everyone responds to it the same way. People with certain genetic variants, particularly in CYP1A2, the gene that metabolizes caffeine, may process it more slowly and experience negative cardiovascular effects if consumed in excess. And high doses can cause anxiety, sleep disturbances, or gastrointestinal issues in sensitive individuals. The sweet spot, according to most studies, seems to be moderate consumption, roughly 2 to 4 cups of coffee per day for most people. But taken together, the emerging research paints a compelling picture. Caffeine, in moderate doses and ideally in the form of black coffee or tea, may offer a surprising level of protection against the molecular damage that underlies Alzheimer's, cancer, and other age-related diseases. It works not through a single miracle pathway, but by influencing a complex web of systems: immune response, DNA repair, oxidative stress, neuronal survival, and even the microbiome. So, the next time you brew a cup, think of it as more than just a pick-me-up. It might just be a tiny, steaming cup of prevention, one of the simplest, most accessible longevity tools quietly sitting in your kitchen.